We are waning gibbous in Capricorn. This is the perfect time for you to demonstrate and integrate all the things that you have learned from this past new moon to full moon. Now, with it being in Capricorn, we already talked about how Capricorn's the center focus is going to be dealing with work, with career, being ambitious. And also, I mentioned in a previous video that you need to be able to find a balance between your work and personal life. Now, there are also some other key things when it comes to the waning gibbous phase, which is going to be accept, regroup, and also relax. You need to accept, right, the lessons that you have learned, accept kind of where things are, so that way you can begin to make a change. Right? This is not a time to be delusional about what things truly are. The full moon revealed a lot of things for you. So accept where things are so that you can begin to make the changes. Now, you don't have to jump straight into it. Regroup and come up with a plan, because again, Capricorn is also an ordered sign, right? They're very logical, they're strategic. So think about what you're going to do before you do it. The last thing you want to do is just be so fed up with a situation that you just do anything to try and pull yourself out of it or kind of change how things are. Being ambitious is good, but also being overly ambitious can cause a lot of turmoil and destruction in your life. One of the lessons that you may have learned with this past full moon is that you can't control everything. Neither can you control everybody, and that's okay. Learn to be a little bit flexible. Again, take this time to reflect on where you've been and also where you want to go and order your steps. Now, let's say your desire is to be a famous singer. You can't think about how to get from point A to point Z. That is fine. Think from point A to point B and then work yourself up all the way to Z. Now, again, the moon is going to be affecting everyone's personal life differently based off where Capricorn is in your chart. We're not looking at what other planets are in that house. We are more so focused on what house Capricorn is in. So if Capricorn is in your first house, congratulations. What you're going to be focusing on more or less today and some part of tomorrow is going to be your self-image. Think about how you feel about yourself, how you want to feel about yourself before you sit here and think about how you're going to grasp the attention of other people, okay? Check back for a later video, because then I'll be talking about kind of what to expect for the new moon way before we get there. So that's all.